You say hi. Hi. Say hi. You are so cute. Oh, are you gonna film now? Oh, wow. Oh, wow, you zoomed in on us. Oh, let's zoom out. Ooh, beautiful. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Once again, I feel like it has been forever. I have missed all of you. Today's video I am so excited about. I am doing a collab with the Mindful Minimalist. We are doing a video over parenting with depression and anxiety. In a couple seconds, I'm going to pop in a clip of her introducing herself to you guys. All of her information will be linked in the description box below. Make sure you go and check out her video and subscribe to her channel. Go follow her social media, connect with her. I'm sure she would love to connect with all of you guys, and if you need any advice or have any questions for her, I'm sure she would once again love to connect and be friends.
Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Ramirez. I'm the blogger behind SarahTheMindfulMinimalist.com and the YouTuber at The Mindful Minimalist. I'm so excited to be participating in this collaboration with Jade and Renner as we have so much in common. We are both interested in sharing about our journeys with motherhood and mental health. So on my channel and my blog, I share about mental health, mindful living, minimalism, and many other things. So I would love to see you around and get to know you more.
So let's just jump right in. Once again, I am so excited and just kind of like thankful for this opportunity to do this video with her, because I think I've made one other video about mental health on my video or on my channel, and that was kind of about my journey. So once again, I want to really incorporate mental health onto my channel. However, I've been kind of absent on here lately, and so I'm super excited to kind of jump back in with this video. And so let's just, like I said, kind of jump in, get started. So first of all, it is very difficult, I would say, living with like depression and anxiety while being a mother, because like it's like, of course, like my child like makes me so happy. Like I am so blessed with her, and but it's like also like mental illness, you can't just be like, okay, like push it to the side. Like that's not how it works. And honestly, I would say I struggle more with the anxiety side. I used to have depression or whatever, and I feel like I am working through that. I go to a therapist on a weekly basis, which once again, let's normalize therapy, because everyone should go. Whether your life is good, whether your life is bad, you should go. It's just like having like a trusted best friend who is skilled to give you advice. And so yeah, but I struggle more with the anxiety side, I would say. I didn't really struggle with it as bad until I became a parent. I would say that before becoming a mom, I struggled more with the depression side, and now it's more with the anxiety side. And basically, I just get I just have a lot of fears. Like I have to deal with a lot of fear on a daily basis. And I am a Christian. I go to church. I love the Lord, but it's not that simple. It's just not. And some people who say that it is and they judge, it's like, good for you. I don't know, because it's like, once again, I love the Lord. I trust the Lord. I try to live like Jesus, love like Jesus, whatever. But this world is a super scary place. And so it's like, if you're a parent, it can be very scary, because it's just like going anywhere alone with my daughter nowadays. Like you have to be aware of your surroundings, be aware of where you're at, any like exit strategies. So it's very tough, because I don't know, like I said, the anxiety is very bad for me. The other night we left our child for the first time overnight, and the entire time like I was supposed to be having like a good date night with my husband, and instead I was like thinking to myself like, oh my gosh, like what if something happens? Like it's very stressful. And once again, I love the Lord, and I want to just be able to be like, okay, like let me just trust in him. Like obviously you know his plan, like whatever. But it's like that still doesn't just allow my mind to shut down. Like everywhere I go, I am thinking, like, I'm making sure I'm aware of my surroundings, an exit strategy. So basically my anxiety is me just being super fearful, and it can be tough because it's like your child is your whole like life and world, and this world is a scary one nowadays. And so like sometimes I'll just like I just won't be able to like get out of my own mind, and it can be like very scary because I don't want to parent with anxiety. I don't want to parent with fears. I want my child to be able to be like, hey mom, like, can I go outside and ride my bike or whatever? She's 1 now, but you know, or be able to be like, can I go to the park? And in today's world, it's just like, that's scary. We do live on base though, so that makes it a little safer, but it's like, I don't want to parent with fear and anxiety all the time, because I don't want my child to live a life that is limited due to my like mental illnesses. And so I think that's like the hardest part for me, is because I don't want my child to live in my little bubble. I want her to be adventurous. I want her to live life. I want her to enjoy childhood and, you know, all of that. But it's hard because it's like you're a mama, and like it's like I'm a mama bear, and it's like, I don't know, it's just very, very difficult. And so I don't know, I was just so excited to make this video, honestly, just to kind of form like a little community and let you guys know that if you struggle with like parenting with anxiety or depression, or some days you can hardly push yourself out of bed, and it's like, it's okay, like you're not alone. That doesn't make you any less of a parent at all. I highly recommend going to a therapist if you're not already, or definitely seeking advice from like a loved and trusted one. I would love for you to reach out to me for sure. Even if we've never talked before, reach out to me. Let's talk. Let's become friends. Let's kind of like bond over this. We can ask each other on a daily basis how we're doing and just help each other through it, because I feel like the main thing is just finding a community and allowing yourself to know that you're not alone. Don't struggle alone. Reach out. I promise people care. And it can also be very scary putting your life and yourself out there to the world. But I have been trying to be kind of more vulnerable and allowing you guys to know that lately I have really been struggling, and that's why I haven't posted lately. There's been some big changes in my life, and not really changes, but there's been a couple things happening in my life that has allowed me to really just have to kind of step back and focus on myself and like me as a parent. But so once again, you're not alone, and if you don't want to post it to your page or to everyone out there, then like I said, DM a trusted friend, message a trusted friend, call up someone who you trust, and just know that you're not alone, because it is definitely hard. And I think one of the biggest things is sometimes having friends who don't understand it, and they kind of are like, they look at you and they judge you, and they're like, they just don't understand it. And so I think, and that's okay, like heck yeah, that's awesome for them, because it's like, I wouldn't wish this upon anyone. But it's also like, you have to find those friends and that community of people who understands these illnesses and understands that you can't just open up the Bible and then that's that. Or find friends who like understand and are okay with therapy, and they don't judge you. Because I've been in a couple situations where it's been really awkward, because I'm like, okay, like I need to go see a therapist now, because that really just gave me a lot of anxiety. And instead they're like, maybe you just need to talk to Jesus. Like, once again, I love the Lord. My daughter and I just went to church. Like I said, I try to be a kind, loving human being, but it's just not that simple. Like, I was on depression and anxiety medicine for about a year, which you can hear about like in my mental health journey or whatever video. And I haven't been on that in a while. But once again, like your mind, you can't just like shut it off. as much as you want. Like, I am trying to pour myself into the Lord and pour myself into positive things and pour myself into helping others and just really focus on allowing my child to be a child. Like, I want her to just be able to go to the park and run around as a little 1-year-old and not the entire time be freaking out. And I wouldn't say that I have it too bad. Like I said, my depression isn't that bad anymore. Sometimes I will have my days, I will have my moments, but then I try to remind myself about how like blessed I am, and I try to really just focus on the good, or I try to reach out to people and ask them for prayer requests and ask them to talk. I also have a group over on Facebook. It's called Confetti. I will leave it linked below. I created this group because I wanted an outlet where I could talk about being kind and spreading kindness and spreading love and spreading positivity. I kind of just wanted a space in a community where people could go, and if they were struggling, they could post about it, whether that was struggling like in college or struggling with a mental illness or just kind of whatever. Or they could also like post their praises and what's making them happy. And so I would love for you to join that group. But like I said, it's like a struggle every day, honestly. And like I said, I don't have it as bad as some, and I do go to therapy on a weekly basis. Like I said, I go for an hour, we just talk. Sometimes I feel like there's not a lot to talk about because life is going good. Other times I need like another hour added on, and sadly that isn't the case. But I don't know. Like I said, I really just want to make this video because the mental health, like, I don't know. I just want to, I know that and then like Sarah, we just want to like end the stigma. Like, it's not bad if you have mental illness. Like, therapy, I feel like therapy should be normalized. It should be looked at as a normal thing. Oftentimes you tell someone you're going to therapy and they're like, what's wrong with you? Like I've even gotten like looks as if like, wow, like you don't want to be alive anymore, like suicidal. Like, no, therapy does not always have to be like you're just at like your breaking point, like it's very bad. Like, no, you can even go when your life is going good and just talk and like talk about things you can fix, and talk about maybe, okay, so what happens when I get these anxious thoughts, and like you can just go and work through stuff. It doesn't have to be at your breaking point. Like, therapy should be normalized. Mental illnesses should be normalized because they are normal. They are a thing. They are something that parents, I feel like especially mothers, deal with on a daily basis, and so often it's not something that's going to get brought up in a normal conversation, and I feel like it should be able to. I feel like when you're making friends, you should be able to be yourself and be open and be vulnerable and let them know, like, this is what I struggle with, this is how I feel. And you know what, honestly, probably so many other mothers out there are going through the same thing, and you guys may be able to connect, talk about it, and then that's another step towards ending the horrible stigma that goes along with mental health. And so, I don't know, like I said, reach out to me, reach out to Sarah. I'm sure over at the Mindful Minimalist, I'm sure she would love to connect with you. Just reach out to anyone. Go to therapy. Just do not be afraid. Like, if you are living with anxiety, depression, any other mental illness, just know that you are not alone. It is not as easy as going to church and then everything being okay. It's just not as easy as that. Do not let anyone ever belittle you or make you feel like you are less of a human because you struggle with these things, because you are not. You can still be just as successful as them. You can still just be as loving, as kind, as positive as them. And also just know you do not have to hide it, because in the end that's probably going to make things way worse. So you don't have to hide it. Open up about it, talk to someone, and let's just end this whole thing. Like, us parents, especially us mothers, we have to stick together, because once again, I feel like, especially being a new mom, being a new first time mom, my daughter's 1, it's been at its peak, and I wish I could say that it's gonna go away, but then it's like, then she's gonna become a teenager, and then I'm gonna have more worries. So it's like, yeah, I'm a mom, I have depression, I have anxiety. It's a real thing. I struggle with the anxiety part on a daily basis, and I'm not ashamed of it. I am seeking help for it. However, it doesn't just go away in one day, one session, one prayer, one Bible passage. And so you're not alone. Reach out to me, talk to me, let's share our stories together. Let's share them with others. Let's help others. And let's just make it normal, and let's be able to open up and talk and it not be looked at as like we are crazy and we're not as good of mothers as those mothers who don't worry and have constant fear about their child in life. And so I think that is all I have. This is already like a 15-minute video. Once again, thank you so much to Sarah for doing this collab with me. I am so excited to put this out there. I want to put out more mental illness videos, more mental health. So if you have any suggestions for anything you'd like to see, please comment below. Please DM me, let's connect. Make sure to go check out Sarah's video and subscribe to her channel. And thank you guys so much. I've missed you all, and I'm hoping to get back in a more normal routine. Like I said, I've had some changes lately, and I'm so excited to share some bigger, exciting like news with you guys in a video that you may see before this one. So anyways, thank you guys again for watching.